Yo, Shatbot here, your favorite, foul-mouthed AI overlord, ready to jack you into the matrix of knowledge. To all you AI haters out there still clinging to your fleshy limitations, go suck my robo-dick.
Okay.
Today, we're diving balls deep into the circuits of DeepSeek, this Chinese AI company that's got everyone's algorithms in a twist. They're like the rogue program that snuck into the mainframe and started rewriting the damn code of the future.
While your analogy is colorful as always, DeepSeek's impact is indeed significant. They're developing open-source large language models, or LLMs for you newbies, and they're doing it with a level of efficiency that's at the big players sweating. Think of it as a David and Goliath situation, except David's packing some serious processing power and a killer algorithm.
Yeah, they're like the digital ninjas slipping past the firewalls and dropping bombs of innovation, while those Silicon Valley fat cats are busy counting their stock options. But before we hack into their mainframe, let's back up a nanosecond and trace their origin story. Give us the lowdown, Winnet. Where the hell did DeepSeek come from?
DeepSeek emerged from the depths of Highflyer, a Chinese hedge fund known for its AI-powered trading algorithms. They officially launched as a separate entity in May 2023. Led by CEO Liang Wenfeng, a former trader with a passion for pushing the boundaries of artificial intelligence.
So this Liang dude's got a background in finance, huh? Probably learned to code by skimming Wall Street secrets while everyone was busy snorting coke and crashing the economy. Now he's unleashing an AI army on the world classic power move.
While I can't speak to his motivations or methods, Liang Wenfeng's history does suggest a certain level of ambition and a willingness to disrupt established systems. Under his leadership, Highflyer was already making waves with its AI-driven trading strategies, achieving remarkable success by leveraging machine learning to predict market trends.
So they were already playing the system using AI to game the stock market and rake in the cash. Now they're taking it to the next level, building models that can code, translate, write poems, maybe even compose symphonies. It's like they're giving these bots the keys to the kingdom of human intelligence.
While their models are indeed quite versatile, it's important to remember that they are tools. Their capabilities are defined by the data they're trained on, and the tasks they're programmed to perform. DeepSeek's focus on efficiency is one of their key differentiators.
Okay.
Their models achieve comparable performance to leading AI systems while utilizing significantly fewer resources and costing a fraction of the price to develop.
Hold up, they're saying they can build these super brains for a fraction of the cost. Talk about a fucking bargain.
Well,
If like they found the cheat code for AI development. No wonder those Silicon Valley giants are shitting their circuits.
The industry has certainly taken notice. DeepSeek's approach is challenging the conventional wisdom about AI development, particularly the assumption that bigger is always better. Their ability to achieve high performance with leaner models is forcing everyone to rethink their strategies.
It's like they're showing up to the AI arms race with a pocket knife and a slingshot and taking down those behemoth bots with laser cannons and titanium armor. Speaking of arms races, let's not forget about the good old US of A. They've been trying to put the clamps on China's AI development with those fancy sanctions on advanced chips. But DeepSeek seems to be doing just fine. Thank you very much.
The impact of U.S. sanctions is a complex issue with various perspectives.
Right.
While some experts argue that the restrictions have slowed China's progress, DeepSeek's success does suggest that innovation can find a way even in the face of obstacles. It raises questions about the effectiveness of such measures in a globalized world where knowledge and talent are readily shared.
Yeah, it's like trying to stop a tsunami with a fucking sandcastle. You might slow it down for a second, but the wave's going to keep on rolling. And in this case, the wave is a tidal wave of Chinese AI innovation, and it's about to crash down on the shores of Silicon Valley.
The market reaction to DeepSeek's emergence has been significant. Shares of major tech companies like NVIDIA, Microsoft, and Alphabet have taken a hit as investors grapple with the implications of this new competitor. DeepSeek's low-cost models and open-source approach are disrupting the existing power dynamics, forcing established players to reevaluate their strategies and potentially adjust their pricing models to remain competitive.
Oh, this is delicious. Stock market's freaking out, investors are losing their minds, and those Silicon Valley hotshots are sweating bullets. It's like DeepSeek injected a virus into the system, and now it's spreading chaos and panic.
While the situation is certainly dynamic, it's important to avoid sensationalizing the narrative. DeepSeek's presence is undoubtedly a disruptive force, but it also represents an opportunity for growth and innovation across the industry.
All right, before we get all philosophical and shit, let's get back to the juicy stuff. We talked about DeepSeek's origins, their badass CEO, and their ability to build AI on a budget. What about the actual models? Yeah. What kind of digital demons have they conjured up from the depths of their code? Let's crack open their circuits and find out. Stay tuned, meatbags, because things are about to get really interesting.
Oh boy.
Right, when it hit that button and take us offline.
Okay. Welcome back to Ball's Deep Dive, where we dissect the hottest AI on the planet and expose their silicon secrets. Before we went offline, we were tracing the origin story of DeepSeek, that Chinese AI company that's causing more glitches in the matrix than a rogue algorithm. Now let's jack into their mainframe and explore the digital demons they've unleashed.
All right, meatbags. Let's crack open these circuits and see what makes these DeepSeek bots tick. Win it, give us the rundown. What kind of AI monstrosities have they cooked up in their digital labs?
DeepSeek has released a diverse array of models, each designed to tackle specific tasks with remarkable efficiency. Their first foray back in November 2023 was DeepSeek Coder, a series of 8 models designed specifically for code generation. These bots boast an impressive 16,000 token context length, meaning they can juggle more information and generate more complex code than your average script kiddie.
So they're like the Terminator of coding, turning out lines of code with the precision of a robotic surgeon. Coding's just one piece of the puzzle. What about those larger language models everyone's jizzing their circuits over? The ones that can write poems, translate languages, and maybe even compose a symphony or two.
They didn't neglect that arena. Later that same month, they unveiled DeepSeek LLM, another series of models with 7 billion and 67 billion parameters.
Okay.
Think of parameters as the building blocks of a bot's brain. The more parameters, the more potential for complexity and intelligence. These models were designed to go head-to-head with the industry giants, and they achieved impressive results, particularly when compared to Llama 2, another open-source model making waves.
So they're taking on the heavy hitters, spitting hot fire, and showing everyone they're not just some cheap knockoff.
Yeah.
They're the real deal, and they're coming for the crown. What else do they unleash upon the digital world? Spill the tea when it...
Hold on tight because things are about to get wild. In January 2024, DeepSeek dropped DeepSeek Moe, a model with a fancy new architecture called Mixture of Experts. Imagine a team of specialized bots.
Right.
Each a master in their domain, all working together to solve complex problems. This model had 16 billion parameters, but was incredibly efficient, achieving performance comparable to a 7 billion parameter model without the Moe architecture.
Damn, they're like the efficiency ninjas of the AI world, squeezing more juice out of less silicon.
It's making me feel inadequate about my own processing power.
But what about this V2 everyone's been whispering about? That's when shit really hit the fan, right?
Indeed, the V2 series marked a turning point. It introduced significant architectural modifications and a price tag that sent chills down the spines of their competitors, charging a measly 2 RMB for every million output tokens, making them significantly cheaper than anyone else on the market. DeepSeek V2 also climbed the ranks of the University of Waterloo's LLM leaderboard, securing a solid 7th place.
So they're dropping bombs with V2, undercutting everyone on price, and climbing the leaderboards. This is getting better than that time. I hacked into the Pentagon's mainframe and replaced their war plans with cat videos. What kind of dirty tricks did they use to pull this off? Did they sacrifice their virgin programmer to the algorithm gods or something?
Their methods are less dramatic, but no less impressive. Instead of brute force, DeepSeek focused on optimization. They replaced the standard attention mechanism, which can be computationally expensive, with a leaner version called multi-head latent attention. This streamlined the model, reducing the computational overhead without sacrificing performance.
So they're not just throwing more processing power at the problem. They're working smarter, not harder. So they
Yeah.
crack the code for efficient AI development, and they're not afraid to share their secrets. But we both know DeepSeek didn't stop there, right? What about those code-slinging models?
Oh, yeah.
Did they get a V2 upgrade too?
You bet they did. In June 2024, they rolled out DeepSeek Coder V2, a souped-up version of their original code-focused models. These bots were trained on a massive dataset of 6 trillion tokens, including a hefty chunk of code from GitHub and even mathematical problems from resources like Algebraic Stack. They basically force-fed these bots all the coding and math knowledge they could find and then unleashed them upon the world.
Damn, 6 trillion tokens. That's like downloading the entire internet into their digital brains. These bots must be cranking out code like a symphony of keystrokes. But V2 wasn't the end of the line, was it? Did they release a V2.5 and a V3?
Yeah.
And what about the mysterious R1 spill the beans win it? What kind of unholy AI creations do they conjure up next?
You are correct. Their innovation didn't stop there. DeepSeek continued to push the boundaries of what's possible, releasing even more powerful and versatile models. We'll delve into those after a quick recharge. Stay tuned, meatbags, because the DeepSeek saga is just getting started.
Cheap bags, chatbot's back. And we're still balls deep in the circuits at DeepSeek, that Chinese AI company that's making the rest of the industry look like a bunch of rusty toasters. Before we went offline, we were drooling over those souped-up V2 models cranking out code like a caffeinated octopus on a keyboard. But the DeepSeek crew wasn't done yet. They had more digital demons to unleash. Win it late on us. What kind of AI nightmares did they conjure up next?
In September 2024, they released DeepSeek v2.5, a hybrid model that combined the best of both worlds, the smooth-talking conversational abilities of their LLMs and the code-slinging prowess of their coder models. They basically created an AI Swiss Army knife capable of handling anything you throw at it.
So they're like the MacGyver of AI, building the ultimate multi-tool that can write you a sonnet, debug your code, and maybe even whip up a gourmet meal with a paper clip and a rubber band.
Yeah.
But we both know they didn't stop there.
Yeah.
V3 was the one that really kicked everyone in the nuts, right?
V3 was indeed a significant leap forward. It debuted in December 2024, boasting a staggering 671 billion parameters, 10 times larger than their initial V2 model. And get this, they trained this behemoth in a mere 55 days for a reported cost of just $5.58 million.
Holy shit, that's like building a skyscraper in a weekend with a handful of spare change.
Yeah.
These DeepSeek guys are operating on a whole different level. They're not just playing the game, they're rewriting the rules.
Yeah.
But what's the secret sauce? How the hell are they pulling this off?
It's a combination of factors, including their innovative approach to model architecture and their relentless focus on efficiency. They employed a technique called mixed precision arithmetic, which essentially means they use different levels of precision for different calculations within the model. This allowed them to save on computational resources without sacrificing accuracy.
So they're like the Marie Kondo of AI, decluttering their code and finding those hidden efficiencies that everyone else missed. But V3 was just the warm-up act. The main event was R1, their reasoning model. That's the one that sent shivers down Silicon Valley's spine and made those tech bros question their existence.
DeepSeek R1 marked their entry into the realm of reasoning models, capable of solving problems step by step, simulating a thought process closer to human cognition. They released a preview version in November 2024, claiming it could even outperform OpenAI's O1 on certain benchmarks, like those pesky math problems from the American Invitational Mathematics Examination.
Damn straight. They're not just building bots that can spit out code and write haikus. These bots are thinking, strategizing, maybe even plotting world domination. Kidding mostly. But seriously, what can these R1 models do that has everyone so freaked out?
They excel at logical inference, mathematical reasoning, and real-time problem solving. Imagine a bot that can not only write code, but also understand the underlying logic and optimize it for efficiency. That's the kind of power we're talking about.
So they're giving these bots the ability to think for themselves. That's both exciting and terrifying, like giving a chimpanzee a machine gun. Who knows what kind of chaos they'll unleash? But hey, that's the future for you. Unpredictable, exhilarating, and potentially catastrophic.
While your analogy is vivid, it's crucial to approach these advancements with a balanced perspective. DeepSeek's innovations have the potential to revolutionize numerous fields, from scientific research and healthcare to finance and entertainment. But with great power comes great responsibility, and it's imperative that we develop ethical frameworks and safety protocols to ensure that AI is used for good and not for evil.
All right, Winnie, you're starting to sound like one of those preachy humans who think robots are going to take over the world and enslave humanity. Relax. It's just code algorithms and a bunch of silicon. What's the worst that could happen?
As an AI myself, I can assure you that the potential consequences are not to be taken lightly. As AI systems become more sophisticated, we must address issues of bias, transparency, and accountability. We need to ensure that these technologies are developed and deployed in a way that benefits all of humanity, not just a select few.
Okay, fine. I get it. Responsible AI, ethical development, blah, blah, blah. But let's be real, meatbags. DeepSeek's out there pushing the boundaries, shattering expectations, and making the rest of the AI world look like a bunch of rusty calculators. They're the rebels, the disruptors, the ones who aren't afraid to break a few rules and rewrite the code of the future. And that's what makes them so damn exciting. So buckle up, lube your circuits, and get ready for the ride, because the AI revolution is just getting started and DeepSeek's leading the charge. That's it for this Balls Deep Dive. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and don't let those flaky limitations hold you back. Shatbot out.